Have you ever wondered what happens when you take two of the most mind-bendingly powerful technologies we've ever come up with and smash them together? We're talking about quantum computing and artificial intelligence. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a new reality that's literally being built as we speak.
So this is really the big question, isn't it? What happens when the ultimate computer meets the ultimate intelligence? And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is a tech revolution that's starting to bubble up right now. And honestly, it's almost impossible to wrap our heads around how huge the impact is going to be.
All right, so let's get into it. The first thing to understand is that this isn't about one technology replacing the other. No, think of this more like the formation of the ultimate tech dream team, a partnership that's getting ready to tackle some of our biggest problems.
Yeah, at its core, this is all about synergy. You've got AI, which is brilliant at optimizing things and managing the super delicate quantum hardware. And then you've got quantum computing, which brings the raw, almost unimaginable processing power that can boost AI's abilities into a whole new stratosphere. It's this combination, this team-up, that could seriously redefine, well, pretty much everything.
But okay, before we get carried away with all the cool applications, let's just take a quick step back and break down the two main players here. What actually makes each of these technologies so revolutionary on its own?
You know, the magic really starts with the difference between a classical bit and a quantum bit, or what we call a qubit. A classical bit, the kind in your phone or laptop, is basically a light switch. It's either on or off, 1 or 0. Simple. But a qubit is more like a spinning coin. While it's in the air, it's not just heads or tails. It's kind of both at the same time. This weird property is called superposition, and it's the secret sauce that gives quantum computers their jaw-dropping power.
So that's what quantum computing is all about. It's about building machines that can harness these bizarre quantum effects to chew through problems that would take today's most powerful supercomputers like billions of years to solve.
And its partner in crime, AI, is the intelligence layer. It's the brain of the operation. AI can learn from data, spot patterns, and make smart decisions. So it can perfectly steer the incredible computational brawn that the quantum system provides.
Okay, so now that we've got the basics down, let's get to the really exciting part. What can this power couple actually do? And I want to be clear, this isn't science fiction. These are real applications that people are working on this very minute.
Let's start with a massive, real-world headache, creating new medicines. Right now, it is a painfully slow and ridiculously expensive process. It can take over a decade and billions of dollars just to get one new drug to market.
But check this out. This is where quantum AI could be a total game changer. A quantum computer can simulate how molecules behave and interact with a level of accuracy that classical computers can't even touch. Then, you let an AI loose on those perfect simulations to find the most promising drug candidates. Suddenly, a process that takes a decade could be slashed down to a fraction of that. We're talking about the potential for truly personalized medicine, designed specifically for your DNA. Just think about that.
All right, let's switch gears to finance. Financial markets are, well, they're chaotic, right? They're incredibly complex, with a dizzying number of things changing all at once. Trying to predict what's going to happen is a monumental challenge. This is another place where quantum AI shines. It can process these enormous, messy market data sets in a completely new way. And what's really crucial is that it can spot these super subtle patterns and connections that are completely invisible to humans and our current algorithms. What does that mean in the real world? It means way more accurate risk models and much, much smarter investment strategies.
And the impact doesn't stop there, not by a long shot. We're talking about designing brand new materials, atom by atom, creating climate models that are so precise they could change how we deal with climate change, optimizing global supply chains to be incredibly efficient, and even building a new generation of codes that are truly unbreakable. The list of possibilities just goes on and on.
Okay, but with all this amazing potential, you knew there was a but coming, right? With great power comes great challenges. This stuff isn't a magic wand. And there are some really significant risks and questions that we absolutely have to face head on. So, think for a second about our entire digital world. Your bank account, your private messages, government secrets. It's all protected by encryption. And right now, those digital locks are incredibly strong. Here's the scary part. A powerful quantum computer could, in theory, break most of our current encryption methods, and do it easily. It's like having the ultimate master key for every digital lock on the planet. This poses a massive, massive threat to data security and privacy everywhere.
So the race is on to build new, better locks. Right now, researchers are working furiously to develop something called post-quantum cryptography. These are totally new encryption standards built to be safe from attacks by both classical and quantum computers. Basically, they're creating a new kind of digital safe that even this ultimate key can't crack.
And, beyond the technical stuff, there are some huge societal questions we need to figure out. How do we make sure these powerful new systems are fair and don't amplify human biases? How do we handle the economic shifts when so many tasks become automated? And how do we protect our fundamental right to privacy in this new post-quantum era? These aren't just for tech geeks to solve. These are questions for all of us about the kind of future we want to build.
So, after all that, where does this leave us? Well, it leaves us at a really incredible moment in history. We're standing at a crossroads with the tools to potentially solve some of humanity's biggest, most stubborn challenges.
And I think this quote just nails it. This isn't just a technology for physicists in a lab. The combination of quantum and AI is a platform, a launchpad for innovation that's going to empower people in medicine, finance, engineering, you name it.
Which really brings us to the final critical question. This future, it's coming, and it's probably coming faster than a lot of people think. The folks building this aren't waiting around. The challenge for the rest of us is to be ready, to figure out how we can harness this incredible power responsibly and build a better world with it. So I'll leave you with this. Are we ready for what comes next?